middle of the night, just walks in here and starts bowling a perfect game. Do you know how incredible that is? It almost never happens.
I don't think it's happening even now.
Ellen and Greg have been married for 19 years, but they're going to need our help if they're going to make it 20.
What exactly are their problems?
You want them alphabetically or numerically?
Tess, you know, I don't know that much about marriage.
Marriage is God's way of letting people practice loving one person completely, no strings attached. And when they learn to love each other like that, they get a better idea of how God loves them. But they forget, and they give up before they get it right. Then their love dies.
Noah's here to take his mother. He's here to take his father.
He seems like an angry young man.
He's going to be the hardest one to get.
Aye, but he's the one that they'll follow.
But he's just one leader from one side. You're going to need two.
I mean, Andrew's going to tell you about art.
Okay, art is a human being's attempt to explain his soul to the world.
Ah. So if the world never actually sees the art, then it isn't really art.
Not only have the apron strings been cut, I think she's left the kitchen.
The Father never ceases to amaze me. Whenever he sets something free, he sets it all away free.
So, anyone else for the dance of joy?
Charmed. Thank you.
Yes, he is. It's not safe.
Leroy, please.
Wally walked me through the entire stunt. I'm a professional.
No stunt is safe if the performer is afraid.
I've already lost my son. What's left to be afraid of?
He won't survive this, Monica.
There was a time when families used to gather around the hearth. Now they gather around the hard drive.
I like computers, though. They're a bridge across the entire world. And they seem to bring out the human urge to chat.
That and play solitaire.
But is that really what God created man to do?
Tess, have you ever considered opening your own website?
Keyword grouchy.
All right, let's go.
Can I bring Andrew?
I don't care what you bring, as long as it ain't sarsaparilla.
You're angels, aren't you?
Yes.
Poor Buzzard's hallucinating.
No, he's not.
I got some things I gotta say to God now. You mind leaving me alone with them for a while?
You sure?
I haven't been so sure of anything in a long time.
A man like that could deserve a decent grave.
He didn't deserve it. He asked for it. And sometimes it takes his own death for a man to get his life right.
Well, maybe so. Tell the truth, that old polecat and I had more in common than I care to admit. I'm not quite sure what to do about that.
Yes, you are. Barkley had a second chance. It only lasted a few hours, but he took it. What are you going to do with yours?
I guess I'll just take what he took from me. We'll leave the rest. It ain't easy, but we'll leave it.
Hi.
Any sign of him?
No, but he left his calling card. Tarot cards, actually.
Sure. Why waste any time trying to destroy someone when you can get them to do it to themselves? It's very smart. It's very dangerous.
Do you have any idea who it is?
The enemy can fake anything, anyone. I've got my suspicions, but we're just gonna have to wait for him to make a mistake and show himself. And when that happens, we're gonna have to be ready. Last night, the tractor was right side up and 2 miles away.
Do you think it was just sitting in a field somewhere, minding its own business, and then a tornado comes along and swoosh, it picks it up and carries it through the sky, and then poof, lands down here? Must have been very confusing for you, huh?
Monica, you've never been in a tornado, have you?
No?
They're very scary things. They can tear through some open field. They can also rip through a crowded classroom. They don't know the difference. It's Darby's field. Do you see it?
The one with the beautiful tree.
That's where it's gonna happen. Just remember, the only thing that's more frightening than living through a tornado is living through one alone. That's why you have to make it to that tree.
With Calvin?
Whatever it takes. Just be there, okay? So I don't have to be.
Are there any tornadoes left?
Always. Not today. Not today.
They seem to get along.
Well, they get along just fine.
Something's missing.
Yes. No, actually, there's something there, and that's the problem. It's something that's never discussed. It's something that's never resolved, so it never really goes away. That's the way marriage ends. One unspoken word at a time. And those words just pile up inside, and one day they come spilling out because a plate was broken or a fender smashed.
And today's the day.
Yep.
What do we do?
Just be there. Sometimes people need to hear the truth spoken by an angel. And then sometimes people need to speak the truth to an angel. Your assignment is to be there when the dam breaks and listen. It's showtime.
WCPZ Channel 14, the one for Omaha.